Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. Today, I want to talk about how to handle it when you hear from your ex after many, many months or even years have gone by. What should you do? Well, I'm going to tell you. But first, I have to, of course, welcome back my beautiful No Contact Army. Have you downloaded our app Silencio to help you stay in no contact? Well, if you have and you have not yet given us a review in the App Store, I would really appreciate if you would. And if you too would like to join our No Contact Army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, No Contact Secrets, go to nocontactsecrets.com and read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. Okay, so I decided to do this video because someone left several comments under one of my videos addressing this situation and asking for help. And I haven't really done a video on how to respond when you hear from your ex after many, many months or years. I've done several on how to respond if it's been a few weeks, a few months. You know, I always say do not respond to the first text. Do not respond to, hey, how are you? And that's easy to do, easy to remember. But what if it's been many months, maybe now you're over them or you're almost over them, you're not as hurt as you were before, especially if a year or two have gone by, and you hear from your ex all of a sudden. What do you do? So I'm going to go through her comment, and then I'm going to tell you step by step what to do when you hear from your ex. Okay, so she says, 1 year post-breakup, my ex broke up with a rebound and reached out to meet up with me. He asked if I wanted to go to the cinema. I agreed. That was your first mistake. Why would you go to the cinema, the theater, the movies, whatever you want to call it? You're supposed to talk. I mean, you haven't talked to him for a year, I'm assuming. So why would you go someplace actually where you can't talk? It's like going to the library. You don't go to the library to talk. You go there to read. So that was not the right thing to do. We kept in contact via text for 2 weeks before meeting up. After the movies, we got into a disagreement because he tried to kiss me twice that night, and I refused to kiss him. He was pretending as if there was no breakup, which annoyed me. Yeah, well, that's what people do. People want to take the path of least resistance. So they're not going to contact you and then say, hey, I know we're broken up, but I want to see where things go, or, oh, I know there was a breakup. No, they're going to pretend there was no breakup and just think they can pick up where things left off before. It's like when someone ghosts you for a few days or in a few weeks and they come back, often they say nothing. It's like, hey, how you doing? How you been? Or, hey, stranger, making it seem like you disappeared. They're not going to address it. Most people are not going to address it because they do not have the maturity to address it. And someone who's going to ghost you and then come back after a few days or a few weeks is not mature anyway. So why would you expect them to say something? So, of course, he's going to act like there was no breakup. Okay. So then she says, I dropped him off at home. Why are you driving? Why are you dropping him off at home? As I've said, after a breakup, you do nothing. If the other person wants you back, they have to do everything. And that includes, if you meet up, that they either pick you up if you want. I don't suggest it. I suggest you take your own car or whatever, transportation. And they get to the location on their own. You don't pick them up. Okay? And he told me to let him know when I got home. So I texted him the following day in the morning. So I'm assuming she texted to say she got home the following day. Okay, don't do that. You know, I have never said to someone, oh, let me know you got home safe. Why? It's like, if someone didn't get home safe, what are you going to do? Send out a search party for them? You know, are you living in a war zone? You need to make sure they got home safe. I mean, most people live in safe places. You know, you don't have to worry about them getting home. They'll probably be getting home. That's just something people say. It's like, oh, let me know you got home safe, because they don't know what else to say. Unless, of course, you're in a relationship, okay, and they go, hey, let me know you got home safe. Of course. But if you're dating or just got back in touch with your ex, no. You don't have to let him know you got home safe. Remember, nice with your words, tough with your actions. You got to show, hey, you don't have me back yet. And besides, you just had a disagreement. So, no, you don't need to let him know you got home safe. Okay. Took him a few hours to read it, and he responded by saying, great. Exactly. Then he responds with one word. So that should have told you something, okay? Then I texted him again. Why? Why would you text him again? He responds with one word. Never respond to a one-word response. Great. Okay, that's your response? Okay, guess what? My response is silence. I have nothing to say to that. It took him a whole day to respond with one word. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you're just playing yourself at this point. She goes, so I watched your video about the 6 questions to ask your ex when they want to get back together. However, you also mentioned in one of your videos to not assume that your ex wants to get back together until they do. That's right. That's why I didn't ask the 6 questions. That's fine. He didn't say anything about reconciliation. It sounds like he didn't say anything about anything. I messed up by not asking him what was the purpose of meeting up in the first place. Well, I'm going to get to that in a second here when I show you what to do. I also thought because the breakup was a year ago, I shouldn't ask heavy questions. Well, there is one question you can ask. I'm about to tell you. Go with the flow. Focus on increasing his interest level as well as building a connection. No. It's not your job to focus on increasing interest level and building a connection. It's his job if he wants you back. That's on him. Again, do nothing. Y'all are doing way too much because you want them back so badly. It's like, well, let me give you a little hand here to get me back. No. And in fact, it doesn't sound like they got back together, right? So, besides the mistakes that she made that I've already mentioned here, let me tell you what to do when you hear from your ex after many, many months or even years. So you can respond. Whereas if it's only been a few weeks or a few months, I say don't respond. At this point, you're probably not as emotionally attached to the relationship. You may still be interested, but not as emotionally attached as you were right after the breakup. So go ahead and respond. You know, hey, how are you doing? Whatever, what do you want? However, do not ever assume that they want to get back together. That's the conclusion everyone jumps to. Oh, they're contacting me, therefore they want to get back together. You know what? They probably don't. It's been many, many months and years. They probably don't. If anything, it's your job to find out why they're contacting you. Don't assume that they want you back. Assume they don't and say, okay, why is he contacting me? Because as in this case, he or she may have just gotten out of something and they need some validation, some reassurance that someone wants them. Okay? Do not go to the movies and meet for either lunch or coffee. And your job is to find out why they contacted you. So if they don't say anything about the relationship and your time apart while you're on your coffee date or lunch date, towards the end, because you're not going to stay there for that long, it should only be about an hour, hour and a half long, you're going to say something like, I'm curious, why did you want to meet up? And see what they say. Oh, I just want to see what you're up to. Oh, I just thought of you, I wanted to see you. That tells me that they probably don't want to get back together, okay? Just go, oh, I see, okay. And then afterwards, if they try to keep in touch, and if they start texting, you can say, hey, it was really nice seeing you, but you know what? I'm really not interested in being friends. Now, if they really want you back, now they're going to have to say something. Oh, well, actually, I was thinking about, maybe trying to hang out and see if we can rekindle something. If they really want you back. If they were just trying to have you as a friend, or they just wanted to see you that one time because they missed you or needed validation or whatever, then they'll be, oh, okay, fine. But of course, your scenario may not go exactly like this. But generally, this is how you handle it. Of course, you can always get more help if you're not sure with me through private coaching, okay? So I want to hear from you now. Comment below and let me know if you heard from your ex after many months or many years, and how did it go? Did they want to get back together, or was it just a quick meet and greet? And as I said, if you need my help getting your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below, and we'll send you the rates. If you found this video helpful, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review, and finally remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.